Thank you for clicking on this help video. In this example, we're given that x minus 7 is a factor of f of x, and we want to find the remaining two values of x that satisfy the condition where this function is going to equal to 0. So since we know x minus 7 is a factor, that means that x equals 7 is a solution because it's equivalent again to that idea. So if I already know that this is a solution where f of x is equal to 0, and because we have a degree 3 polynomial, that means that there has to be two other places that make this thing equal to 0. So we're going to use this solution to set up a synthetic division and divide this by this factor with the synthetic division technique. So we're going to write 1, a 0, because we do not have an x to the second power here. We're jumping the x squared to x to the first, and then negative 43, and now negative 42. If in your example you actually have an x squared, then obviously you're not going to use 0. But on mine example, there is no x squared situation here, so we're going to use the number 0 as a placeholder there. And the number we're going to write out here is not going to be negative 7, it's going to be positive 7. Again, the solution to this being a factor. Again, recall that this means the same as this. So we're going to use that positive 7 there. So we're going to bring down the 1, multiply, and add. Multiply, add. Multiply. Sorry, that's positive 6. And now adding, that's going to become 0. So we have 1x to the second power plus 7x plus 6. And now, with that quotient, we can now focus on that and seeing what makes that equal to 0. And that's going to help us figure out and identify the remaining two values that satisfy this equation, because we already have 1. So let's see if we could use factorization. So let's try factoring. So if I try factoring, 6 can be broken up into 1 times 6, 2 times 3 are the only options. Both signs are going to be positive. Since this is positive, that's positive, and positive times positive is positive, so that's going to be positive. And since we want the number 7 there, we can use the numbers 1 and 6. So 6 and 1 work. So that means figuring out what makes that equal to 0 means that x would have to equal to negative 6 and negative 1. So there are the other two solutions to the equation equal to 0.